All right. What is up? What is up, everybody? Facing Sleep, how you doing? Welcome. Halo, welcome. Happy New Year, Blake. Cheers. Happy New Year's, everyone. Kind of just doing a little impromptu. Why not, right? I have no plans for New Year's. I don't like doing any of those things, so kind of silly. I'd rather just sit here and talk with people and do what we can. Halo with the membership. Welcome to the Silver Supporter, man. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Holy. That did not take long. I appreciate it, man. Just waiting for everyone to trickle on in. I really don't know how this live stream is going to go. I can't imagine it's going to be as big as it was last night. Considering we had like, what, 700, 800 people in here last night? I think most people are going to be doing things tonight anyway, so it's a little expected. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. Sometimes we can get a fat pump of people coming in and could be wrong. But there's absolutely no plans for today's live stream. I'm going to sit back, hang out. I don't know if we're going to go the full 4 hours for myself for New Year's, but we're gonna be here for a little bit, and we'll just see how it goes. Alright, we got some people in here. We got Larry. How's it going, man? Reckless Collections, how are you doing? Granada Dixon, how you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Maxim. Mike, hello. We held the 70s. Yes, we did hold the 70s, so... what I kind of expected. I mean, we talked a little bit about it yesterday with the expected drops in, well, with the, I guess, the new margin requirements that they slapped on everybody today. So, I expected it to go down. We talked about so. Ayla says it's just us that care about retirements here. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's about... it's retirement for me is too far away, I guess, by traditional senses. For me, it's just financial independence and financial freedom and all that stuff. So, I would rather be here on YouTube doing a live stream, talking with people who actually care about this stuff and want to actually have real discussions versus dealing with a bunch of low IQ conversations in public with inebriated. So, I would rather do this. Floppy thumbs, what's going on, man? Notice those bars. Well, believe it or not, that picture is a screenshot. I don't have the whole thing. My phone's gonna die because I didn't charge it, so I can't like take the picture. I can't like. You're not gonna see anything. That picture is a still shot of the next video that I'm about to. I was working on before we went live, so that's kind of the final frame of the shot. So it's kind of just like a little, it's a little teaser, but just a filler image. I'm feeling pretty lazy today. I don't want to bust out all the stuff. I already did that video, so I don't really hard on it. But on, how you doing? Welcome in. Need more silver. Just bought 20 ounces today. 2 10th gold. Just need. Got garbage. What is? Hold on a second. What is going on with the? We lose connection. No, we're still alive, I think. I don't know what was spinning, but something was spinning. Anyways, let's get back to it. Counted my silver stack, and I have 340 ounces, but if I take the profit, won't I have to pay capital gains? Technically, yes, you would. You would have to pay that, so... If you sold all 340 of it, I mean... Technically, you're gonna have to... But whether or not you get caught, I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. Pay your taxes. We're good? Awesome. Cool. Type 1's greater than the type 2's. Yeah, the type 2's have grown on me. I used to think... I still like the type 1's more. But the type 2's have grown on me. I guess I like them now. I didn't like the clipped wing part of it, but... The Buffalo Rounds all the same or different mints? There's different mints. There's a lot of different mints. I know Highland Mint has one. I know Silvertown has one. Asahi? How do you say that name again? I don't know why I cannot pronounce it. There's a bunch of different ones. I think there's like 8 different mints that produce it. I was thinking silver's spot price would be at $75 an ounce. And Happy New Year to everyone. You're close. You're only up by $3. Is there a limit where you don't have to pay capital gain? If I remember correctly, I'm not a tax person, so don't take this as like the right answer. But I think, isn't there a thing where if you it's based off of your income level, and like if you exceed like a certain level, it's like, isn't it 45,000 or something like that? Then you technically don't, like, if I forget what it was. I know for stocks I think it works like that. If it's like a long term, I don't remember. I'm not a tax person. I don't have it memorized. I can look it up, but I don't know off the top of my head. Why do Libertads carry such a high premium? Because they don't make that many. We're one from Atmex, the only 1 mint OCD. Well, you guys remember we do have. Let me swap this over here. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Do have, if you guys remember. Let's pull this up here. The where's it at right here? Oh, nope, that's us, Phil. You guys can get this Libertad. You're talking about a premium. 18 grand. With everything considered with the rise in silver, that is a slightly better premium. Oh, man. And we joked about it. We were going to buy this one day and then melt it into a generic, and then cause a massive uproar in the community. How many do they have? There's only 11 units available. People have been buying this. People have been buying this. Like, I wish I remembered how much we had the last time we did this little hack. It was much more than 11, I know that for sure. So people are buying this. Don, what's going on? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Do MS69s go for? Not much more. Probably a lot less. You can have that. It's probably not. I don't know. This is just the meme in this at least in this channel. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever do that. ESR is back up at 60 again, so that's a I'd still go for gold, but if silver keeps dropping, then this could slightly bring the thing up a little bit more to where I will be buying probably still more gold, but it says one pure ounce silver, unlike the $1 ASC, the $5 maple. Oh, that's right. They don't have like the denomination, correct? Yeah, that's right. They don't. Must be nice to buy an $18,000 coin. I know. Well, I mean, I could sell my entire stack and probably buy it, but that would just be ridiculous. CME raised margin requirements on precious metals 3 times this month, raising margins 47% in just this week alone. Yep. On silver. Yep. That's right. They are trying to kill silver right now. We went on like an emergency live stream yesterday about all that. The lib is a metal, not a coin. Yeah, I think is it technically a? It's not a government like issued thing. I don't know. It's like one of those. I don't know, isn't it like one of those weird ones where it's like both? Because I think it's made. I don't know. I don't know that much about these things. I think it's one of those like random. It's like one of those like 2-in-1 things, but I could be wrong. Because it's not made by the Mexican government. I don't think sponsors it. It does. Make a mix. Oh yeah. Don't pre-announce these things. No, they just slap it on there. They just slap it on there. Like I didn't even know about it until yesterday, until I was just like messing around on X and I saw someone post about it. I was like, oh, well that's new. I looked today, they haven't done anything else. So because I can pull that up actually. Let's go pull up the notice. We'll swap this off again. So this is the latest from the CME group right now. Nothing new as of now, but this is just from this is what got brought up yesterday that went into effect today. So as far as we can tell, there's nothing for January 2nd. Although the premiums, I guess, technically on the Libertas have gone down, considering silver's price has gone up. All things considered. Any chance of a silver and gold recovery on Friday? It's possible. I don't know if they're gonna do anything else. Like in terms of it all. I mean, it really kind of all just depends. Everything that, based off of how the margin requirements have reacted or affected things in the past, I guess theoretically, it is possible. If I pull the, is that gonna pull up this if I do this? I don't really want to. We'll just do this one. Okay. Sorry, I'm like messing with something, but I don't see it working, so we're not gonna worry about that. Okay. Because the futures right now are still at 70.98. Did drop back into the 69 level at around 3 p.m. today. So. But anything's possible. I mean, the price could go up, it could go down. I mean, really 50-50. No one really knows what's going to happen. But, and you know what? That's That's the thing. Blake said that even with the margin increases, we're still holding at 70. So if I think if it they might try to slap another one because it seems like they kind of put it into a stall with the second one that they put in. I guess the third one in a week and a half. If they try, if silver starts to creep up again, I would not be surprised if they slap on another thing. But we got to keep also in mind that China's thing starts tomorrow or today, I guess technically. The export restrictions have been put in place, so now we'll have to wait and see what happens. But everybody they are trying their hardest to push everything back. But I think if the silver keeps going, I would not be surprised if they keep just slapping on margin requirements. I mean, they essentially they went from they doubled the margin requirement, so from the 14 to the 30. So, could you imagine if they throw in a 60% margin increase? I don't know if they would do that. That'd be insane. I wonder what they would do this time around. Maybe like a I don't know what they would do. Is allegedly banning silver exports today. Yeah. Well, they're not banning it. They're just they're making it extremely difficult. I mean, I guess it's essentially a ban, but they're making it extremely difficult to export it. You need I think from what I remember reading, they need a special license to do it. It's just not as easy for people in the past like it used to. So essentially it's been kind of banned to some degree. But that's that's basically in effect right now, as far as they're concerned, because they're definitely in 2026. China has restrictions. Has two, yeah. Still in backwardation. Kitco spot 71 in futures at 70.98. Yeah. And in the 80s, they crushed it. It happened in 2011 as well. They changed keep changing margin requirements, putting different restrictions on just to keep the prices down. But we'll see what happens. I mean, definitely trending downwards. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's pull this up real fast. Pull this up real quick. So, this was silver. We talked about this yesterday a little bit. So let's pull this back up. So I said it could do something like this. I mean, mine was a steep drop. This was just a playful chart. That's not a prediction. That was just a joke. But, I mean, if I'm gonna say, let me just look and see what we're looking at here. Let's do this. I want to change some things. I'm just going to make it look. I mean, I want to say that red, essentially the floor right here. So we did kind of touch that a little bit. We could be going back down. Because we were expecting this. We didn't get that. We ended up getting something more like this. So, okay. So this is just how I'm reading this. So right here, I was gonna say, depending on how it looks, yes, in theory, this looks like to be the support floor where we're at right now. Around that 70... around the 70 range. It did dip just briefly down there. So I was gonna say, if it goes back down here below this red line, then we could possibly see a bit of a kind of a downward direction with things. So we could very well start to see some sort of downward trend. I guess if it were to continue this way. we were to go, I don't know, let's just copy this, right? If it continues and it keeps getting pushed down, this is what we could be looking at. I would say if it closes below 70 and there's a significant drop, then we could definitely see it dropping even further back into the 60s. But this could be where it goes. Or it could bounce around a little bit and then pop back up again. But it's leaning towards going down more than it's obviously going up. So what's up, Booth? How you doing? Happy New Year. Baby Shark, what's going on? Happy New Year. Poppy says something tells me we're gonna stay sideways. It's possible. Because, I mean, it didn't... I mean, it did technically close. It did close below this, below that line. I guess maybe the end of the wick is probably a better indication. So, it's kind of there. It's kind of there, but it's not... I don't know. That could just be a test. And it's just it didn't... It should have, I guess, in theory, failed, but it didn't. But it's just one of those weird ones that sometimes they'll cross over that line and it doesn't do what it says it's going to do. So, it looks like it's holding right now. I don't think, is it? I'm like playing around with this now. Not that. Let's say from here. It'd go below that. I don't know. I don't know if this is a range or like where it's kind of trade. I don't know if it's going to trade sideways yet. It could be going downwards. I think it's more likely to do this. I think this is more likely. Edwin, what's up, man? How you doing? Sideways for a while? Possible. The report buying it, then shorting it, rinse and repeat. I say silver is the best, but I gotta catch up on chat. Constitutional is great. Agree? Make $50 face value at 40x. Reporting silver. Probably not. It's a full moon and off today and tomorrow. Nice, let's go. The whales are on vacation. We'll find out after New Year's if they want to go tango with it. Yeah, it's true. A great year for anyone who held in January. I mean, technically, it's kind of a good year for anybody if you got in. You technically made, except for like maybe the last week. Could you explain the candles? Yeah, I mean, candles, they're not too difficult, but they're just, like, I don't want to get too intense with it all, but essentially, like, there's different, obviously there's a red and there's a green, up and down, right? So, the red is where it opened. So if it's red, the top of the candle is where it opened, bottom is where it closed in the time frame. So, at 9 o'clock, this is in an hour time frame. So, from 9 o'clock, it got as high, it started here and got as low as here, but it closed at this line right here. That's why this candle's green, because at 10 o'clock it started here, went up in price a little bit, and closed up here. So it's just a matter of like, it's open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. That's kind of how it works. The longer little lines on the candle is just indicating how far it dropped. The solid candle is just where it closed. So, but this is like day trading stuff. Like I spent time doing this, so in the past, but that's just my little thing. I use this just to determine where, I use this in the lines just to determine where things might go and predict, and the trend, the possibility of a trend. Or just fireworks. I don't know if you hear any of that. When it held it in January, yeah, it's true. Myself for not buying platinum early on. I think everyone's kicking themselves for not buying anything early on. Alright, Stacking Benjamins, take care. Have a great night. At work right now, if I don't get off until 11, now I have to worry about getting hit by... Oh, gee. 40 minutes away from the house. Yeah, you guys gotta be careful out there. There's some crazy people. That's why I don't go out anymore. People are just... I just can't deal with them. Yeah, Halo, it's just, you know, this stuff is... I mean, the candle stuff isn't necessarily day trading stuff. This is just like a different way of looking at price movements. And I did day trading at one point for a little bit and learned a lot, and it can work, but you just gotta have to like know what you're doing in some sense. So I've learned like how to just analyze certain things like at a very simple level. So this is not like, it might look chaotic to some people, but it's honestly such a simple way of looking at it that it's not even like, I don't even know if it's like true. It's just the kind of like, it's like one of those things where it's good enough to get you through, but it's not enough to like, and it's not enough to rely on anything. But the lines, so just so you guys understand. So for me, the red line is the floor, the blue line is where it's like the interim lows and like kind of like where it's kind of, that's like my warning line. The green is where if essentially the way I read everything is if this line goes above the green line, it's going to trend upwards. If it goes below this blue line like it did right here, that's a warning sign for me. Doesn't mean it's going to go down, but it's a warning sign. If it goes below the red, that's a warning sign. And whether or not you want to use the lines or the ends of the candles is up to you, but I use the end of the candles, and it's still technically not downtrending, but I think it's more likely, but you never know. Platinum has a 700 swing. The GSR is just tanking. Oh. We're not live anymore. Hang on. Are we back? I don't know if we crashed for a second or not, but people are so loud with their stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, this is a classic, like for just to give you guys an example of what I was looking at. Like, this would have been the two lines I was looking at right here. Once it crossed down here and it closed down here, this confirms that it's just going to keep doing what it's doing. So it would do this. Let's say this. Say this. Those fireworks are loud. This. 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 Kind of this. I'm actually going to drop that all the way down here. Probably bring this up to this point. So the GSR is probably going to keep going down. It's just been trending downward. So that's how I determine whether or not where the price is going to go on just a very simplistic level. Love the music. Yeah, I like putting on the jazz music. I think it's nice. I think it's better than some like either the no music, better than some of like the crazy hype music. I just want this to be chill. You understand it? Awesome. Every time I get hope for humanity, I go for a drive and squash the feeling. What is my prediction of the drop for silver? This little line right here is where I think it's more likely to go. Maybe it's probably more like I don't know. It's somewhere around here. It's not perfect, but I would say somewhere. Let's just call it like that. That's where I'm expecting it to go. But what's funny is, like, my prediction for, like, back in, I think it was August, I made a prediction on, let me go, actually, since we're here, let me go back. I can show you guys proof. Not that, like, I need to justify anything, but just to show you guys. Let me actually go to my, quick, let me pull up a video. I just gotta find it real quick. It's not that far away. Just gotta find the... Here it is. So... So, 5 months ago... God, there's an ad. So, 5 months ago, right? This will be fun to see the comments. We're gonna go back in time and have some fun with this here. Okay. Let me pull this up. Pull that right here. Okay, you guys see this, right? So this was the thumbnail I put for this video. $80 silver, right? This is where I said $80 silver. So you guys can see this. This is the thumbnail. Right? This was in July. July 12th, I made this video. That's for this one. I even titled it, Can Silver Hit $80 Silver? History says yes. Here's the proof, right? So I'm not going to play the whole video, of course, but let's see. I just want to show you guys the thing. So the first surge, gold, let's full screen this. First surge was from 1970 to 1980, right? Gold was 35, and then it went to 850 as a 24x. Silver was $1.57, went to 49, that's 32x. Silver outperformed in that decade by 1.3. GSR started at 22, ended at 17, okay? Then, actually, we can keep this on here. Let's go to the 2011 series. Oh, sorry, not 2011. 2001 to 2011. That decade. Gold was at 267. It went to 1,875, a 7x. Silver was 405, went to 48 at a 12x. Silver outperformed 1.7 times. GSR started at 65, ended at 38. So I summarized everything, right? I said it did a 1.3 performance, a 1.7 performance. I gave an average of 1.4x performance from 2020 to 2030 was my original time frame. I said gold would do a 2.3x, silver would do a 3.2x based off of based off its low of 2020 all the way to 2030. And I found I took the 1.4x outperformance. I said the GSR would go from 122 to 80 and it would end at 87. And so here's the math behind all that. I mean, you guys can see it. So 2030, I said 2030 this would happen, but gold would 5x. Essentially, gold would go from 1471 to 7355. Silver would go from, on a 1.4 performance on gold's 5x, it would do a 7k or 7x performance, which would be at 84. And guess where we peaked? Right here, $84. We peaked at $84. I said that would be the high. I think that's it for that one. And this was in July. You guys can see it right there. I predicted $84 in July. Now, granted, I said 2030, but here we are in 2025. It happened literally in 6 months. And I don't think anyone expected that. But I said the peak would go to 84. And if the GSR... I guess gold still has room to go. But whether or not it comes back here or not, I don't know. But you guys can see it from yourself. It's right there. It like to the point. It was 84. Because I think what's the show the high on here? I don't know if it does. Let me pull up this. I mean, it's not going to show this is what it closed at. It's not going to show the peak, but I mean, TradingView will show it. You can see right here, this level right here is literally like $84. So I'm going to say I called it. Like I'm going to say I called it, but let's see what the comments are, shall we? I wonder what people are going to say to my things. Now that we're like 6 months almost, you know, we're at the end of the year now and we hit 84. I want to see what people are saying about the comments because that's going to be interesting because people are probably all like, you're ridiculous. Let me check the comments, or let me check the chat real quick so you guys can see this. Let's see. Okay. Let's check the comments. Let's see if anybody's on here. If anyone's gonna be called out here. Logic makes sense. Okay. Everyone's saying let's hit 40 to 50 first. 50 by year's end would surpass my expectations, according to William. Michelangelo said inflation adjusted. Yeah, we know the inflation adjusted stuff. Edwin, you're on here. Always looking up. I want to see what people are saying. So 5,050. This guy's trying to get a vote. Never happened. Up to 80, then correct to 40 is what I expect. So Jamie Smith says up to 80 and then correct to 40. I'd say stop stacking at 40, but the premiums will probably be higher on the other side. It's so cool to go back in time and see like what people are saying. With the suppression of silver since 80 sounds low. Okay. 80 years perhaps. In 80 years perhaps, and that's still reaching. There's a surplus of silver. It'll take decades to use up while more is being produced. This comment did not. Anything is possible. Silver ain't going to 80 according to Mr. Whatever. Let's see what else we got. I don't know. You guys, it's cool stuff, but anyway, that's that. Booth doesn't think it'll get below 60. I still think I don't know if it'll get below 60, but it'll go into the 60s. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this was just a copy of what happened here. So this is not necessarily the case, but it does line up. It does seem to actually it's like it does seem to want to trend this direction. So if it does break above this, then maybe I could start seeing some potential, but $60 is the new floor. Possible. I mean, thing is, it's anyone's guess, you know? Anyone's guess. But don't know. I thought it was rain. So I'm like, why? Crazy things. Turn off my light. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink. We are back. I just went to get something to drink and to refill my my cup. So did you guys see Silver Dragon's video today about how there's literally nothing in the what do you call it, in his coin shop at Harry's? Like, it was completely empty. Not a single thing of silver anywhere. Like, that is crazy. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. At their coin shop. I don't know if that's been a thing. Like, that's insane. I don't know if anyone else has had that happen at their coin shops, but I haven't checked. I gotta go into mine. Like, I could... Let me see something real quick. Because I could go buy... maybe a 1/4 ounce, but I kind of want to wait, because if I wait, I can get on probably another half. But part of me just wants to go in, just see what's going on. I just want to check for myself, kind of thing. I don't want to, but I also don't want to waste their time either. There's like nothing we can... Yeah. Let's see, what do we got? You guys did see the video? Nice. Yeah, he did buy the last one. I remember seeing that. See, it still has tons of silver to buy. I just bought 2 more ounces for only $1.65 over spot. That's not bad. What'd you get, though? This puts out videos every day, and they're buying like 100K silver a day. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks. But empty, and online dealers thin. My shop, so much stock, they were in good shape. That's good. Not around your area yet, but I think there's small towns in the USA. Wait, hold on. What? I must have missed something. Which shop just stayed closed between Christmas and New Year's. Can't say I blame them. Yeah. I think mine has call it. Mine's got a website. I don't know if let me see if they have any see if they have any. I don't know. I don't think they post much on anything on their website. I think it's just a generic thing, but dude, it is. You guys have had to heard that. That one was loud. When I get more gold on dip, I think it'll hit 5,500 by end of 2026. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much all in on gold right now. No fireworks. Computers are good at muting background noises. Yeah, I mean my microphone's pretty good. I mean I EQ'd it a little bit, so but it'll still pick up a firework if it goes off like that. Gold and silver to be the big dollar in 2030 when I retire. Closest LCS to me is 45 minutes away. Music is louder than the fireworks. That's good. And my dog does not care about fireworks. He does not. It does not bother him one bit. Like just to give you guys context, like the people who are setting off the fireworks are literally probably 20 to 30 feet away from me right now. Like, okay, maybe a little bit more. They're literally just on the street, like directly to my left, and they're just popping off stuff. It is loud. Like I can feel it. If you guys can't hear it, then the mic's doing good. Maybe if I'm talking, you'll hear it, but. On payday, fractional gold is all I can afford these days. Yeah. You know, had I waited until the end of this month, I could have bought a full ounce of gold, assuming the price stays the same. But I low-key didn't want to risk it. So I just said, you know what? Let me just get what I can get right now and just dollar cost average it. My dog is deaf and blind, and Toby's my child. My dog is he's 10 years old, but he's you know, he just does not care. He's always been like that. Whether it thunders, actually, when it thunders, like even when lightning strikes really like intensely, he'll lay under my desk, but he's not like shaking or like in fear. He just lays down next to me, and that's about it. Like he literally could care less. But my parents' dog, on the other hand, thing is erotic. Just like a drizzle of rain will send that thing into like a shiver. It's crazy. Peek their heads, and I'm just like, it's just a fireworks lay down. Suburbs, lots of folks here pop off fireworks. Yeah, I'm in the suburbs too, so everyone's out right now, and it's annoying, but put up with. No, baby shark. 4 weeks ago. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I can't like imagine how I'm gonna handle when my dog passes away. Like it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I'm dreading it because it's getting closer and closer. You know what I'm gonna do? I just kind of thought about this as I was sitting here. The people that I'm gonna do something for a couple people who are in the chat right now. For you guys who have, as I'm thinking here, like, you know, going into 2026, as I've been here, there's been a few people here who've been here pretty much from the start, and I kind of want to like give them a shout out, but also kind of give them a little reward too. So, you know, all the live streams and everything that we've done, I don't think it still doesn't warrant it yet because there hasn't been too many crazy people. But yesterday when we had like 700 people in the live stream, it could have gotten carried away, but it didn't, thankfully. But I want to give a couple people that have been here pretty much from the start, and I want to kind of reward them. Not that I expect them to do anything, and I don't want like that they don't want to do, but just as like a thank you, I'm gonna make hold on, let me read this real quick. We're gonna make certain people here some moderators. So, Baby Shark, Booth. Who else? There's someone else in here that was always here. Because I think it's time we get some moderators. As we've been doing this. I'm gonna give another one to Edwin. Edwin's been here for a while. One more person I saw, but I don't. They were here earlier, but I don't see them now. God. So many fireworks. God, hang on a second. Going crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to, there's a couple people, you know, you guys have been here from the beginning since I started doing live streams, so so I just wanted to, you know, give a thank you to those who've been a part of the videos and the live streams and who's been commenting. I know Baby Shark has been, I swear, like, you were like one of the very first in the live stream, one of the very first, like, just consistently. Booth, you as well, ever since the whole giveaway and everything. You know, you guys have been here almost every single live stream. And I don't mean this to like be disrespectful to anybody else, because, you know, there's other people here who are here all the time, but I don't know if they're in the chat right now who have been here for a while. But there's just been a few that have been here every single time, and they've commented on every single video, literally since, like, I want to say since like April. So, you know, I just wanted to give a thank you to certain people here. So, you know, I don't give these out too casually, the mod stuff, but, you know, and again, like, you know, if you guys don't have to, like, you know, I don't expect you guys to like be here every single time and police things 24/7. I want you guys to be a part of the chat too and have fun. But, you know, if there's ever something that I need, then, you know, I'm gonna rely on you guys to assist with that. But, you know, just as a thank you for you guys. So, and everybody else that's been here too. Comments. Been a subscriber for quite a while and just had to join channel because of your excellent content. I appreciate that, Halo. Yeah, I've seen you around too. To give more, you know, people who've been members for a while. I tend to. I think that there's someone else. I can't remember who it is. Literally one more person. Forgetting, and I'm gonna feel so bad that I don't remember it. But there's, you know, the ones that have been members for a while. You know, I want to reward them too eventually. But, you know, I don't want people to have to like pay to be a member or anything. It's crazy, but, you know, it's not anything. I don't want anyone to feel like they're like I'm ignoring them or I look at them differently. It's just some people have been in here since the beginning. Like, your channel is different from most channels. Just hanging out and talking about the market is nice. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I was kind of thinking about it. Was I wanted to do more live streams. So, like, you know, the live stream yesterday really brought in a lot of subscribers. Like, I was expecting to hit 4,000 by the end of today, but we ended up exceeding that. Like, we were at 4,200, almost 4,300 by the end of that stream. So we exceeded the 4K goal, and so, you know, I think more live streams, it's going to bring more people in, and I just want to also just hang out and talk with people and just chat about stuff. So I plan on doing more live streams rather than just like a weekly one or a bi-weekly one. So I think we're just going to kind of do this a little more regularly. Maybe not every day, but not like International Stacker, but, you know, at least more frequently. I think it's just a good thing to do. towards the live streams. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna do more live streams. That's for sure gonna happen. Let's see, it's almost 9. It's 10. I don't know if I'm gonna get into the final year, like into the midnight. I might fall asleep because I just don't care. It's just another day for me. I don't going into 2026 or any other new year to me. I'm just gonna get annoyed because I'm getting older and I'm realizing it. Yeah, I still got 3 hours for me, so I don't know if I'm. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I know there's other people streaming. I know a lot of people are going to start streaming here very shortly. If I can redirect or raid into... we can raid into somebody, their live stream, that'd be fun, but... Stacking Surfer is gone. Perfect. He's like the only one that I see that I recognize. That's actually live right now. I think he's doing a big thing, so maybe we'll go to him towards the end. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for, but let's see. Will I get a little more tired? Nice to hear all the thoughts and feedback from everyone. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I'm real, like, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm relatively new to this stuff. Like, for me, stacking gold and silver, I understand the end goal of it, I guess, but, you know, when it comes to explaining things sometimes, you know, I'm not a pro. You know, I'm still learning. So, but I think the best way that I can learn is to go out and force myself to talk about things, and then, you know, I can get corrected now and then. Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Just another day, yeah. Every day is the same for me. I just go and I work, I make content every day, and I try to do something. Maybe talk about how copper is moving. I don't look. Let's see. Going up. It was at $4 in July, and now it's at almost $6. I don't know. I mean, we talked about copper before, so I don't see it being anything. I cut my leg and I got. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to, had to handle that. Let's see what we got here. Thoughts are why do the big boys of the sellers like SD and JM move their inventory prices as soon as the price changes? Like why do they like why is their spot price higher, you mean? Work, we had a guy on Zoom who fell asleep and snored and snored. They've already bought the metal, same as gas, it moves as soon as the oil is in the barrel changed. I think this price is on. Could be automated, automatic. All about the money. I know they charge higher prices than places, but it's because they do that. Metals have a big boost in price. They've already bought the gas. Take profits when they can. They don't know how much to pay for the next 100,000 ounces they buy. No, my microphone didn't stop working. I had the I had cut myself earlier, and it's like my leg. I don't know. I was messing with it, and it like had to take care of it. So I need to put a "Be right back" sign up or something, because they'd have mercy on the people who give them money. Yeah, right. I don't do copper, and though I think it'll continue to go up, but I won't live long enough to benefit. Yeah, I just don't think copper is gonna replace silver by any. Guys fall asleep on work conference calls, pre-Zoom days. It's gonna happen. All the AI is programmed to suck all the profits out of the metals, like I'm seeing right now. Oh. Like, you know, the online dealers, they're gonna make more money. Like they're just gonna charge more. That's why I think going to your LCS is gonna be much better, because you can get better deals with them. The only time I shopped from AppMex is when they had something that I absolutely could not find anywhere else and I wanted it. I think, you know what's funny? When I first started stacking, I think my first purchase was from AppMex, because I didn't know any better. Like I laugh at it now, but back, I would not have done that today. But when you're first starting out, you don't know anything, so you just have to kind of learn and do what you got to do. But I think my first gold purchase, and I think a little bit of extra silver, was on an AppMex. So for sure I overpaid. I get that. But that was like one of my very, 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 very first purchases, if not the first purchase. So it is what it is. You're gonna make stupid mistakes like that. The 10-ounce giveaway still happening? Yeah, right. The quote giveaway. Get the real one on there, and then we rug pull everybody and do the real one after. Pure Blade Monument metals and bold precious metals usually have good deals. Yeah, I usually do. I've been buying a lot from Monument lately. They've had some really good. They've got the best prices, I think, for the most part. Even compared to all the other dealers, they have the best prices. So I bought my I bought the 10th ounce gold coin that you see on your screen. I bought that at my LCS, but I have a half ounce gold coin coming. Hopefully soon. Still waiting. I bought it on Saturday. I'm still waiting for it to process. The money got taken out of the account, but I'm just waiting for it to pass clearing end on their part, and then put it out. But of course, you know, all this price stuff is causing a backlog of things. Like, I swear to God, every time I try to buy something, there's a damn backlog. Happened the last time I bought online. This is 40 minutes away. I don't have Bro, yeah. That's the problem with like a lot of things. It's like, oh, it's all 9 to 5. Well, if you work 9 to 5, you're never gonna get it. My favorite mint to stack? I really like the Silver Town. I don't know why. I think it's just because they just keep it so simplistic. Like, there's no crazy things happening, or... Like, there's different mints that I like that they do different things, like the Germania that you can see up on the top of the bars, but Silvertown has always been my favorite. First gold purchase was back in 2008 at $800. That would have been... Hopefully you still have it there, John. Nothing's conducted to the working man. That's so true. See, that's why I'm glad, like... I'm not going to say what I do, but the work that I do, I can... It's flexible enough for me to, like... be able to go to the grocery store at, like... 11 a.m. on a Wednesday and not have to deal with anybody. They hit Monument hard lately. Yeah, I've been team Monument medals lately. Not to say that anybody else is like not as good, but it's just, I don't know. There's just been my first purchase with them. I mean, I remember when I bought the what did I buy? What did I buy? I forget what I bought. I bought something, and they I remember I purchased it, it cleared, and they shipped it within like 4 hours. I was like, are you kidding? So, like, they were great, but right now it's not happening because they obviously are, every dealer's backlogged right now. So, you know, you just got to be patient, I guess. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, a lot of the LCSs, I haven't checked mine really, but because I know gold sometimes is hard to get at my LCS, because when I went in there asking for gold, they had like a tiny tray gold, and like everything was slabbed, and it wasn't really what I wanted. So I don't know. I find sometimes gold is a little hard to get at my LCS. Maybe when I retire, I should open an LCS. You know, Halo, it's funny, I was thinking about doing that. Like, I would love to just do it, but I know it's probably like, you need a lot of money, and you gotta know what you're doing, and I want to say I'm not obsessed enough yet, but like, I always thought it'd be fun to do it. But, I don't know, there's too much. I would fall for fakes, and I mean, I don't know, there's a lot of money, and I'm not experienced enough to like feel confident to try and do something like that, but I wouldn't mind working for one though, just like part-time for fun. Just learn from them. That would be like a fun thing to do on the side. Mine's cool to buy instantly, it's true. Island Mint. Perth Mint is great too. Yeah, Perth Mint's great. They make great stuff. What's up, Mario? How you doing? Welcome in. LCS is the cheapest. Yeah, usually they're the cheapest. Hamilton Mint? That was Highland. Monarch Metals. There's a Monarch Metals one for a buffalo round. It's got I forget what it's called. It's a very nice buffalo round. Look it up. I forget. It's got like a pattern in the background of it. I think it's great. Yeah, Scottsdale's pretty good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Scottsdale. I don't own any I mean, well, that's not true. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't own any Scottsdale right now. I beautifully put him. Very nice. Very nice, Larry. And the second American Silver Eagles and maple bars and a little constitutional SD bullion sent me a copper round for Christmas. Nice. Well, my LCS has it all day long. We can video call and you can pick up what you want. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll have to we'll consider. I mean, I've already tapped in for gold, but you know, it would always be cool to use other people as resources as well if I'm looking for something specific, but we'll keep it in mind, Baby Shark. I mean, right now, I'm gonna prioritize obviously my LCS, and if it's really something drastic, then we'll. But I would love to get a more, I guess, closer relationship, if you will, with my LCS, so then that way, like, I would love for you guys to get in on with them too, because they're like, the guy that I talk to is he's so awesome. Like, it would be cool to like how everyone kind of goes to Tim and everyone goes to Harry's. It'd be cool for you guys to go to the guys that I go to. And I'm not gonna say who they are, of course, because like if people start like, you know, there's gonna be some people in here that might actually reach out to them, and they're gonna be like, "Who the hell is this?" They're not gonna know who I am because they don't know that I do this. They don't know I have videos or I don't make any of these things. I haven't told them or anything like that. So I want to kind of build a little more of a reputation first. Maybe when we get to like 10K subs or something crazy, I might start talking about it. But right now I'm kind of keeping it hush hush. But my goal would be to have other people use them because they're honestly like one of the most honest dealers out there. Like, they give Tim and Harry and all those guys, they give the same vibes. Like, they're great. Love to have a business in precious metals. You know, I mean, I could always like sell them, like here, you know, like directly from me. It doesn't. I think Backyard Bullion does that. He sells it. He has his own business, but it's really just people buy from him. I might be wrong, but I thought that's what he was doing at one point. Maybe he still does, because I looked at his stuff before. What's up? Just got on here. I see a lot of online dealers are sold out of kilo bars and 10 ounce are running out 3 of 3 sites. Dang. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, I know things are getting cleaned out. Getting hard to get silver. To retire the end of next year. I'm hoping I can. Now, when I say retire, I don't mean to like not work again. I mean to like be financially free. Have enough passive income coming in to where I don't have to work a job anymore. I'm hoping by the end of next year that's possible. Because then I can do this stuff like all day long. But we'll see. I might not, though. I might actually stay where I'm at currently and just keep doing that. And take the other side income and just keep scaling it. But I could probably by the end of next year up and leave if I really wanted to, but I don't think I will. I think I'll probably stay. Let me know. I do it for lucky loot coins. Gotcha. Well, all right, I'll keep you in mind, Baby Shark. If I ever need something, I'll reach out. What minter is buffalo with background? What do you mean, Rock Show? Are you asking what mint is on the buffaloes there? There's like, I want to say there's like 4 or 5 different ones going on. Lucky enough to have a father who bought me 1 ounce of gold and silver for 18 years that I have till this day. Dang, that's crazy. Brian's asking a question, why leave the plastic on generic bars? Won't you get the same price when you go to sell plastic or not? Yes, I mean, you would, but I think it's kind of like a thing where, you know, I'm thinking as well from, and this can happen too, if a generic bar is very toned or tarnished, I would say if it's more tarnished than toned, but if it's more tarnished, then you might not get as much as you could if it's still in pristine condition, because you got to remember from the dealer's perspective, if they're trying to buy something from you, they're going to want it to look really good. And so if you can give them a bar that's still in pristine condition, like the customer that they're trying to sell it to they're gonna immediately look for a pristine condition item. So I keep it in the plastic because, number one, I don't want it to tone. I don't want it to tarnish. Or so, I want to try to keep it as pristine as possible. That in the event if I do go and sell, it just helps the dealer out later on and so forth. So it's kind of, I don't know if you would consider it like a courtesy thing, but I just do it because I don't want my silver to really tarnish. Now, of course, now that's kind of contradicting because look at all the other coins and rounds that are not in a plastic thing, but they sit in tubes. But also keep in mind too, the things you see on the screen here, I use specifically for YouTube videos. So I have other tubes of other silver and stuff that I do not like. They're just like kind of in the deep stack. They just kind of sit there. So, but this stuff that you see on the table is just for YouTube only. But when they sent it to me in the plastic sealed wrap, I just kept it like that. Yeah, the 10-ounce bars are perfect to stack. I like those. They're literally perfect. Plastic other seal reasons they help protect the bar a little bit, yeah, basically. How do you keep the silver from tarnishing, even in plastic? I mean, I guess it's theoretically, I don't want to say it's inevitable, but the only way you can stop silver from tarnishing, because toning and tarnishing are the same thing. It's just a matter of whether or not how it looks. Like the tarnishing is going to be more black. The toning is going to have like the really cool rainbowy looking colors to it. And the only way you can stop it is if you take if you reduce its contact with air. So, because depending on what's in the air and just how the silver wants to react to it, eventually it can tone, it can tarnish. It's just you don't know what it's going to do. But the only way to prevent it is by keeping it in tubes. Either keeping it in the plastic, not handling it that often like how I'm doing all the time. But again, these are specifically for YouTube. But if you just keep it in the tube, keep it sealed, throw it put it away for a while, then that's the best way to do it. So, but it's almost impossible because it will happen at some point. But you can only do it's not always necessarily true, but realistically it can happen. But if anything you can do to reduce air exposure, that's essentially it. Because every time you open a tube and close it, open and close it, open and close it, you're exposing new air into the tube. Yeah, you can vacuum pack it, like you guys are saying. That too. Yeah, keep mine in plastic. Also, you have to handle it without oils from your hands. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that can happen too. Yeah, I don't use the flips. Like, I don't keep anything in the flips. Because that's just... May as well just leave it outside. Mentioned there was a buffalo coin that you really liked. I was wondering what was the mentor for that one that you liked. Who minted it? It was Monarch's. It was Monarch Precious Metal. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was Monarch Precious Metals Buffalo Round. I forget the design that they had on it. I don't remember the name. I just gotta find the design. I mentioned it before, but it's been a while. I already forgot what it was called. Oh my god, the name. Heck. Called. Where is it at? The heck? Oh my god, if I could remember the name, that would be fantastic, because it's got a special name to it. I don't know if they have it on their website. Rounds. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Oh my god, I saved it too. Like, hold on. Do I have a... Oh, I don't have a picture of it anymore. Because it's computer, because I got a new one. Hold on. I know someone made a video on it. Hold on. I know who I can go to. Someone made a video. There was a viewer that made a video on it. Let me go find him, because it's up to him. There it is. I found it. Okay. I'm just gonna show the screen because I can't find what it's called, but this is it. It's from another guy that comes into the channel a lot. Silver Desert. He has this thing, but this is the this is it. It's this one. I can't remember the design name, but it's from Monarchs. But this is the round. This is the Buffalo round. Like, I think it's absolutely, like, it's the coolest thing ever. I love this design. Like, this is probably my favorite Buffalo. But, I don't know, I can't remember, I forget the name of it. Catch up on chat here. It's been a little bit forgetting everything. Get milk spots and unopened tubes. Yeah, milk spots are just part of the cleaning process, manufacturing process. So you can't really do anything about that. That's inevitable. That you can't control. Like, half of the stuff, like, what's funny is, like, a lot of the stuff on the table, like the Philharmonics have milk spots on them. Some of the 2025 Eagles have milk spots on them. My Type 1s do not. The Highland Mint buffaloes are full of milk spots. Silvertown is starting to get milk spots. There's some milk spots on the bars that are starting to pop up. But it's inevitable. But I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else has this. I have yet to find a Type 1 eagle that has milk spots on it. I don't know if that's true. But like I personally have not. Like I've not found a Type 1 eagle that has milk spots on it. Like I don't know. Ever since the Type 2 came out, it's just been milk spot central. Hey. I know you spent about 10 minutes on the live stream one day. Yeah, I know. We almost did it again. No, I spent more than 10 minutes. I think we spent like 10 hours. But yeah, we found it. It's the Rock Show said it there. The Pendleton style. That's what it's called. What about the tax in Washington State that's going to hurt buyers and dealers? Yeah, that because it starts tomorrow, right? For them. Ooh, I was just wondering, I got a couple 10-ounce bars on the way. I got a Royal Canadian Kilo that didn't come in plastic, so I wasn't sure if I'd buy something to put in or not. I don't think... I mean, you can like vacuum seal those if you want to. Wouldn't hurt. But honestly, if you keep it in a safe and you have those like little moisture removing things, like dehumidifiers, whatever it is, you can take like the moisture out. If you just keep it in a safe and you just leave it in there, that's going to be just as fine too. But of course, it'll still be exposed to air anytime you open and close it. But the local coin shop had an end-of-year sale, 1.5 over spot for gold, including fractional. I bought 1 ounce and a half ounce. Now that I look back, I should have bought a bunch of quarter or tenth. The premium is the same. Is that just for quantity reasons? Like just like numerically having a bunch of coins that like to throw around? Not find a Type 1 eagle. Manufacturing process was pristine. Yeah, the Type 1s are phenomenal. That's part of the reason why I lean towards them more. It's because the Type 2s, a lot of the Type 2s just don't have the quality that I remember with the Type 1s. Seeing the new nickels and quarters from the US Mint, they should have brought back the buffalo and the nickel. Did they redesign it? Like the 2026 nickels or something? Hold on. What's the new design? Wait. Pull it up. I'm trying to pull it up. I don't know where to look though. Is it on the US Mint site? Just the front, the back is the same. I think I found it. Hold on, is this it? God. I thought I was about to get... I thought I was gonna get airstriked with a firework at my house for a second. The whole room just lit up red. Hang on. This? Is this the design you're talking about? Yeah. Second. By typing in, hold on, let's type in 2026. Oh, hold on. I think it's this. Is this what we're talking about? They're gonna have different dimes too? Like, is this all what you guys are talking about? Yes? So there's gonna be this dime, this dime. There's gonna be two different dimes getting put in. I thought these were just some stupid silver pieces that I did. Okay, that's just no picture. No picture. Different everything. Oh my god. I got the... Out of here. There's so many different quarters. Wait, they're not going to put all of this in circulation, are they? Nope. Circulating. Are they not making like a standard like Washington one like they usually do? Like we're going to have all these crazy ass ones now? Like even the obverse is going to be different? That one's cool though. I like that one. That's a cool design. I do like this one. Wait. Oh, I see. So this is this. Okay. We're just opening up the same one twice. Constitution quarter. A pretty good one. Huh. So there's okay, so there's not two dimes. It's one dime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters. Okay. One dime, 5 quarters. What it is. The dime, honestly though, it does kind of look cool. Not gonna lie. Like I think this is pretty cool. I can't view it. I don't know, like I do like this. This looks like a steak quarter that shouldn't be put on. This one's cool. Like if these two just if it was just these two, I would have been okay with it. This one's like is a close second one. The right side is kind of mediocre in my opinion, but the left side's actually pretty cool. I wonder, they do have on the US Mints. Oh my, they do have product schedule. I don't know if they've updated anything. I don't see anything in here that actually have a $50. There's nothing here that really excites me. Oh, so these are going to be released like quarterly, it looks. No pun intended. Yeah, I mean, the FIFA one, I don't know. I'm not a soccer person, so I don't really care, but like I've looked through all these. None of these are going to look very interesting for me. If they actually made this into like a silver piece, that would be pretty cool actually. Or like a platinum, that'd be a cool platinum. This would be a cool like silver round to have or something, right? Those would be pretty cool. I don't know, just my opinion. Five best of the mint sets. Seeing that for right now. Are they still doing the Trump one? Yeah, I really like the $50. Like this one, I actually like this one the most. I think I like this one the most. This one's pretty badass. Like if they made that one, I don't know. For me, that one would be a really cool platinum coin. But that's just me. Denomination $50. Let's see. Anything worth talking about? I'm looking at Kitco right now. What in the heck happened with the gold price right there? 70. And I think everything's closed though right now, but at least in terms of, I don't know if there's anything in here that like want to read with you guys. Maybe that's just like they're subscribed to them. Or I don't want them for. I wouldn't. I don't think I want it that badly. But if they made that like into a different, like if they made it into silver or platinum or something different, I probably would. But I don't see anything so far on the U.S. Mint site other than. We just go back to the product schedule. There, it was the I was initially looking at this one. Where's it at? This one. I was looking at this one because I thought this would have been cool, but then I'm like, why am I buying another privy? Like, I'm not doing that again. Even though it's like not that bad of a price, all things considered, but like, what are Silver Eagles going for? Like, let's say on SD Bullion, 2026, 84. Like a standard Eagle is going for 84, and you can get this one for 90. You just pay like a little bit more premium. Like, I think it's cool, but I gotta know, I gotta learn from my mistakes. Don't buy stupid privies. Exactly, I'll get them in pocket change eventually, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. We'll have sets and proof sets that they haven't announced yet. Yeah. But even then, I still don't. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of stacking plaid type stuff. Silver platinum becoming a meme stock. The hell is this all? CME announced a second margin hikes on previous precious metals. Yeah, we know that. Sent shockwaves in the market. Kevin Grady, president of Phoenix Futures and Options. It's neither. Wednesday interview the markets in the midst of their last hours of trading for the year. Grady told Kitco News that they understand the CME's move, understand who's actually buying and selling and who isn't. It's accumulation of a lot of things. People are on holiday, and a lot of senior traders are off the desk. I think the CME is just trying to keep orderly flow in the market. See silver having a 5, 6, 7 intraday moves. That's not investors. Let me think about it in monetary terms. That's coming from out of this blowouts, challenging times. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a long article. I don't know. Let's see, how much more time do we get till New Year's? I got 2 hours left. Six months are really going to be special. Flip the stream. Oh, it's a bot. $4. My LCS has them for 76 right now. Your LCS has like really good deals. No one's streaming. Crazy. That hold on. Gotta be more. Go live right. Well, it's interesting because like I'm thinking about redirecting everybody over, but like I type in stuff like nothing pops up. Unless I hit a space bar. Are you serious? Well, I think it's gonna do it for guys. You know what? Let's go raid into another channel, shall we? Let's go join Stacking Surfer. Let's go join his live stream. I'll bring you guys all over there here. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm just getting a little tired, so I'm gonna call it for the night. Just want to do a quick little live stream. Say Happy New Year to everybody. Hang out with you guys. But that's gonna do it for live stream. So let's go over to Stacking Surfer real quick. See you guys all next live stream. Have a great New Year's. See ya.